Today we're reviewing a 1986 Jaguar XJ6. This is an 1185 production car, so it makes it a 1986 Series 3 sedan. The car has 40,000 original miles. It's probably the best well-preserved XJ6 that I've seen in a long time, or maybe ever. 40,000 miles, garage kept. Here it is, an original paint. And I'm gonna take a long time and show you a lot of detail on the car because it deserves it. So it's an original paint car, except for the left front door. I will run a paint meter around for you so that you can be assured what I tell you is true. Straight gaps, the car's never been in trouble. No door dings, no rock chips. Amazing, no rock chips, because it's a Colorado car. And they don't rust in Colorado, but they sure get rock chips because they use rocks, sand. Now I understand they use chemicals. Just as a purveyor such as myself, some would call us car perverts, this has got to be the most magnificent example I've seen. The detail work is just amazing, how it's just well preserved. I mean, it's got its flaws, and I'll point those out, but all in all, it's just a remarkable piece. How crisp all the lenses are. Look at that. Sharp everything is. All the seals, nothing cracked, nothing split. Even the antenna grommet. Look at that. The lenses are fresh, crisp. Glass, seals are nice. Golly. Look brand new. Another remarkable thing, XJ6s and XJSs, their headliners seem to drop. Look at that, still tight. We'll get back to that interior because it is spectacular. No dirt down in the rails. All right, let me get my paint meter here and we'll walk around. Should read 5.5 to 6 from factory. 5.5 on German car, up to 6 usually on an English car. The Jaguar. Well, it'd help if we turn that on. Okay, this reads the depth of the paint to the sheet metal. As I suspected, 6. Sometimes we'll have 5. 5.5. This fender should be 5.5 to 6. There's a 5. And the right door, 6. 6. Original paint, 5.5. 6. 6. Here's a 5.5, and this should be a 5.5 to 6, 5, and 5.5. This is the door that's been painted. Reads 11. 5.5. So there you go, original paint car, except for the door. It does have flaws. They were problematic here. They would get rust around the windshields and the back glass, and this car has that. We've got a little bit of light rusting going on here, very light. Again, look how crisp. This isn't potted, not split. Potted, blistered, I mean. Back to those rust areas. This side is clean. And we've got a spot here. So a person could put some touch-up in, is probably what I would do, and leave it alone. Or if you're really particular, I would leave it alone. I wouldn't engage. This interior is remarkable. 40,000 miles. Look at these door cards. The entry plates. The windlace. Look at this. Leather. Boy, that's in great condition. Real soft and supple. Seat wood is not split at all. Look at this. Here's the line, and it goes right up into here. They use the same piece of wood. Isn't that incredible? Such lovely workmanship. Everything's original here. Got crisp, all the buttons are, the switches. No cracking in the door. And then I'll get to the other side. These instrumentation is clean and fresh. Back seat, backs of the seats. Just beautiful. Look at this back shelf, still looks new. And we'll come back here to the trunk. Door cards look nice and new. Mentioned the headliner is not dropping. That's a typical Jaguar issue. Clean door cards, even the driver's side entry's clean. Good windlace. All these jambs are clean. Look how clean these instruments are. Just fresh. Take a look at the engine compartment. Look at this. All the small plastic stuff in good shape. Coloring's good here. This is all clean. What a dull baby. I challenge you to find a better XJ6 than this. Somebody needs to buy this and put it in shows. All right, here we're on the trunk. Original tools. Carpet's in good shape. Look how fresh all this wood is. Spare wheel with a Pirelli. Wheels as good as the ones on the road. All right, I suppose you'd like to hear it run. So let's start it. Should fire right up. See, it's a cold start. Nice idle. Computer reads properly. No cracks on the dash. Mirror is clean. Sun visors are tight. Engine is smooth. All right, here we are at eye level. This is just a wonderful, wonderful example. Look how clean that front end is. It's an original paint car, by the way. I just did a paint meter reading. We got one door that's been painted, the rest of it's original. Really remarkable, because the paint of this era car would crack and craze. Obviously it was a garage kept car. Look how nice all the lenses are. Chrome overlay, the grille itself, condition of the rubber. And then I want you to note the condition of these wheels, the paint, the finish. Look at that. It's like brand new. Tires are 2 years old. I don't know how many miles are on them, but I noticed the date code, they're 2 years old. All the emblems are crisp and clean. I started rubbing on these trim pieces. I don't have a good cleaner, but I just use window cleaner, and they started to clean up. So a little bit of elbow grease, that will turn white again. Look at the integrity level of the sheet metal. Straight, straight. No rust. Look at this. Even down in here where the original pop metals are, spot welds I mean, all good, still there. It can be cleaned up. This will be a great preservation class car. I hope this car goes to an enthusiast. It actually was going to stay in my stable. I drove it, got it, drove it, announced to my wife that we got one more car to put in the barn, and I think she kind of nixed that idea. So here we are videotaping it for somebody. Things like this, not cracked up. All the pinstriping's good. Boy, if you've been looking for one of this series of car, I can't imagine one coming any nicer than this. Okay, we're on the underside of the '86 XJ6. Clean as can be. This was a Colorado car, not rusty at all. They don't use salt, they use chemicals, or when this car was there, sand. Fresh set of shocks. I was in Denver on my way back on a road trip, and I stopped into a British repair facility I've been friends with for a long time, and he asked if I'd be interested in this car and 40,000 miles. I said, of course I am. And I tell you this story because then I brought it back, I bought it, brought it back, put it up on this lift, immediately called him and I said, have you ever seen the underside of this car? I think he was thinking I was going to beat up on him a bit. And my response was how incredible, what incredible condition this thing is for an '86 Jaguar. How clean it is, how dry it is. And then preparing for this video, I started rubbing on some of the lower extremities of the body parts, and it was cleaning up. It was the trim pieces that were muddy and dirty, cleaned up, wiped right up. You can see how clean this car is. It's just, what a well-preserved example. And I'm gonna say it over and over and over again, because the more I look at the car, the better it gets. I'll pull it down to eye level and we'll take a look at that. All right, we're in this 40,000 miles, 40,732 mile XJ6. This is a 2-owner car. No cracks on the dash. All the gauges are clean and crisp. Digital readout works. Original radio. Bring your cassettes. No shimmy, no shake in the front end. It's real tight. There's no thumping, no squeaks, no rattles. Not as good as they would come of this era. Headliner's not dropping. All that nice, smooth Jaguar suspension.